In the power vacuum left by Princeps Ultima Golbessor's disappearance, Archdomina Axekra Vakuul proclaimed herself regent of all Avakras. Despite Vakuul's assurances that she will step down in the unlikely event of Bessor's return, this represented a drastic increase in authority for one who previously governed a single foundry city. Vakuul is surprisingly young for a Magos of such influence, being a scant 4 centuries of age. She is nonetheless overwhelmingly cybernetic, with only a hint of desiccated skin to betray her fleshly origins. The reasons for this are aspirational as much as practical. Vakuul knows the flesh to be weak, and she despises weakness. For Vakuul, ambition is a drive second in strength only to the motive force that propels her steel limbs. Even before recent events, Axekra Vakuul had a reputation for ambition among the more politically minded tech priests of Avakras. She is ruthless in the drive for greater efficiency and output. The tech adepts, and later Magos, serving below her are familiar with her driving maxim: be ever forging. Some fellow Magos Dominus quietly wonder if even ruling over all Avakras and its satellites is enough to sate Vakuul. With no prospect of obtaining raw materials and resources from beyond the system, Vakuul has taken actions to further secure the Adeptus Mechanicus's and her own iron grip on Gilead's resources. She has quietly bolstered the numbers of tech priests servicing the smelters and mining equipment of Gilead's moons Anval and Scalas, while offering to overtake administration of both satellites. Her mechadendrites are also involved in the establishment of servo farms on Ostia and other efforts to ensure the system's food supply rests in turn on the Adeptus Mechanicus. Vakuul recognizes Jackal Varonius's influence in the system. Perhaps more importantly, she sees that the Varonius dynasty may represent the system's best chance of re-establishing contact with the Imperium. For this reason, she sees him as key to ensuring her continued dominance of Avakras should this come to pass, or, even less likely according to her calculations, should Golbessor reappear. However, the Archdomina is far too logical to rely on a rogue trader's loyalty to secure her future. Accordingly, she has begun to covertly investigate Jackal's activities and the history of the Varonius dynasty. To gain Varonius's favor, Vakuul makes a show of providing whatever technological resources or expertise he requires, while asking for little in return. It is, she says, for the good of the system. In particular, the Archdomina has gladly provided tech priests and servitors as part of Varonius's overtures to the High King of Nithraeus. This serves Vakuul's interests just as well. It is only right to foster alliance between Avakrus and the pilots of those sacred war machines known as Knights. With the Legio Caruthos absent, the Knights could fill an important gap in the Adeptus Mechanicus's forces in the event of open conflict with enemies from beyond the system, or within. Thanks to her eyes and ears across the system, it has not escaped the Archdomina's notice that these times try the faith of many imperial citizens, and in this she sees opportunity. The Emperor, in his guise preached by the Ecclesiarchy, seems more distant than ever, while the sacred machines of the Omniscii sustain the lives of countless in Gilead each day. While Ministorum priests laud the Emperor's divine guidance for bringing the Varonius flotilla safely to Gilead, Vakuul points to a more tangible divine presence, the warp engines and Geller fields that delivered the mighty ships. The Adeptus Mechanicus is famously insular and secretive. It provides its own soldiers, war machines, spiritual guidance, and expertise. In effect, the Martian priesthood is an empire within the Imperium, almost wholly self-sufficient. As a consequence, the Magos of the Mechanicus rarely turn outward from their own organization for assistance. Whether due to the newfound pressures of existence in the Imperium Nihilus or to her razor-honed ambition, Archdomina Vakuul is an exception. Since the days of the Noctis Aeterna, Vakuul has increasingly relied on a variety of servants and mercenaries from outside of Acrus, or outside the Mechanicus entirely, to accomplish her goals. Agents who serve well can expect to receive rare and high-quality weapons, armor, and tools generally available only to the Mechanicus. Those who sacrifice their bodies for the mission or vocally share Vakuul's views on the weakness of flesh might receive advanced cybernetic replacements. For agents who truly and continuously impress the Archdomina, she may bestow such gifts of technological marvels as only a powerful Magos can access.